Finally, good afternoon. I've just been in there, the North Sea Observatory, which is down near Chapel St Leonard's. Now, if you look back on the channel on the last live, I've just walked down there and did a live stream for an hour and 10 minutes, so if you're interested in that, it'd be worth a look. Face track enabled. First time I've been out for a few weeks. Just having a bit of a beach walk back. So the end is now. If you sit on that balcony over there, there's a lot of people there, so I didn't really want to film because they're all having a day with themselves and this, that and the other. But you can actually see Ingermells from there. So my plan is to keep coming back every week and walking until I actually get up Skegness Pier. So not many more times to go. So I've just walked up from Anderby Creek up here. It's a bit windy today for the drone. When I came up here, the tide was well out, and I was on about it on my live stream. You have to be careful here, the sandbanks in between. And what happens is, if you're not stood on them sandbanks, it comes around behind you. And it's caught many of people out over the years, especially in the summer, but there's signposts all over the place. I thought that was a dog running up behind me. Anyway, just have a look round here, how gorgeous it is today. Sun's out, it's 8 degrees on the car thing. There's a little bit of a wind chill. It's a bit of a breeze here really today for drone flying. But we're starting to get there now, aren't we? We're into spring. It's absolutely beautiful. Now the thing is here, if you walk any further up than this, you walk into that sort of wet, soft sand, and it is a bit of a job to pull through. But if you keep down here, it's a fairly stiff sort of sand, and it's quite easy to walk to. This walk's 53 minutes from Anderby Creek to here. I say, if you're interested in the walk here, we had a bit of a walk down the path over on the other side. So if you're interested in that, pop across and have a look. But obviously it's in portrait mode and it's only 720, so you don't sort of pick up the... It doesn't look as good, shall we say. Just have a little word with Apple. It's telling me 14 Pro Max has been left behind. Which I can assure it hasn't. It's in my bag. Oh, I've turned the Bluetooth off, that's what it's doing it for. It's not been paired up. I've just had a bit of a job. Sorry about that. I've just had a bit of a job pairing this microphone back up again. I was trying to make it work on an iPhone and I didn't realise it hadn't connected back up. So I just started walking down this beach and I realised it wasn't working. I've just been watching YouTube videos, stood in the middle of the beach, trying to get it to connect back up. So obviously what you've got to watch out for here is every big wave comes up to about there. So 53-minute walk, so it's not bad. There's no point in walking all the way down into there today. Might as well save that until next week. Obviously Wednesday, the 26th of March today. I normally walk on a Monday. I've been really busy with family stuff. And obviously they come first. So I've took today out for myself. I'm off for a walk. I think it's a couple of miles I've walked this morning, so I've been looking at the thing. I'm going to link a video into the description in here, and if you're interested in this walk, it will show you a guy's flown a drone basically all the way from Mablethorpe to Ingermells. Obviously in stages, because a drone wouldn't fly that far in one go unless it was some sort of I don't know, unless it was the police or a Elon Musk type drone, I don't know. So but he's obviously a really good film sort of person, because he's got it stuck together where it looks like a continuous flight, and it'll show you all the way that I've walked, well nearly all the way that I've walked. You can take a look at it and see what you think. Got to be honest, I wasn't very... You might have to turn it down a bit. His classical music is not to everyone's taste. I enjoyed some of it, but some of it was a bit too classical even for me. take a look and see what you think. So eventually we'll go past Ingermells, then walk up the front, past Butlins. Hey, no you don't. Last thing I want is a boot full to drive home with her, really. So we've had quite a few people watch the live stream. Well, they pop in and pop out. Some people are a bit quick at leaving, but watch out for them. I've done a few of them and they seem to get quite a few different people in. Nice to talk to people. Talking to trying to remember his name. Donatus from Nigeria today. It's strange because he was saying to me, how do you walk down the beach on your own? Is it safe? Probably in Nigeria it's not, but in the UK at the minute it still is. Thankfully. It's weird how countries differ, isn't it? Look at that, eh? That's my footprint from the way down. That's definitely a size 14 Nike Air Max. So, I've got the sunglasses on today. I definitely need some braces for these trousers. Have we got face track enabled? We have now. Yeah, I can't believe it. I had to watch a YouTube video to find out how to connect my own microphone up to my own camera. Serves me right for messing about, trying to get it to work on an iPhone. Which I think it maybe did. I was trying to get it to live stream on an iPhone, to be honest. But it don't work in the native video app, so it's a bit of a waste of time. So I've just listened back and this sea is quite noisy. But can't do about that really, can I? Welcome to nature. Powering in. These glasses are a bit dark. Ah, there you are. Shout out to Mike who watches absolutely everything I put up. Bless you. What a lovely guy. Can't wait to see him in May. Shout out to Stu Hall. Follow Stu Hall. Lovely guy, electric bike. Does the same sort of thing what I do. He's obviously got an electric bike as well. Puts a bit of drone footage in. If you're a bit of a... If you like chilled out streams and videos, perfect guy to watch. He also enjoys a Bakewell tart. And anybody who eats Bakewell tart is alright by me. I didn't realise he was diabetic. Thankfully I'm not. Anyway, you don't want to look at me, look at this. The power of the waves crashing in. But don't confuse this with being dirty. It's just that it's a rough sea and it pulls all the sand up. And that's why it looks like that. If you get out and fly over it, it looks just as blue as everybody else, as every other sea that you, or ocean that you see as you get further out. It's absolutely gorgeous. And miles and miles and miles of unspotted beach. I did actually watch a man this morning turn round while his dog laid an egg, and he turned round and left it there. Not really for me to say anything, but dirty bugger. If you're watching this, dirty bugger. I hope it's you that stands in it. The people like him spoil it for other people, don't they? I can see all my footprints here. I obviously walk at 10 to 2. Oh dear. So hopefully, one thing about this microphone, it's really good at getting rid of most of the wind. It's got a clip-on wind filter, what they call a dead cat in the trade. Apparently I'm not in the trade, but anyway. Let's adopt a few sayings. And it works really well, so you shouldn't be listening to too much wind. As I say, you can't really get rid of the noise of the sea. So next time I come back, I'm going to park in that Observatory car park. We'll do a little bit more about that. Obviously you don't have to film people when they're sat eating the dinner, but that place is absolutely gorgeous. really spotlessly clean, and a proper restaurant right on the front, and the Coast Guard station is at the front of the building. So you can see a Coast Guard in real life. I've just had a latte in there. I mean, it was £3.10 for a gallon, the massive cup, and it was very nice. And it even had they put the little picture on the top of a coffee bean. It was nice, it really was nice. To be honest, I was going to have some dinner with them, but the wait was 45 minutes. And I think the only tables to eat were really outside. And it's all right when you're walking about, but let's be honest, it's only spring, and 10 degrees can soon turn into 6 if you're sat in a draft. So I just had a coffee with him. Had to pop in and use the facilities, which I say were absolutely spotless, and so was the old place. It's lovely. Well worth a look if you're interested. So what I'm actually doing now, I'm walking back to the car, which is exactly the same distance as what the other way was. So I thought I'd go live on the way there and then do a video on the way back. Probably keep these videos to being a bit shorter. Give people a chance to watch all of it rather than just a bit at the beginning. And hopefully it'll inspire you to get outdoors and go for a walk. Shout out to Mr. Intense, the lovely Andrew, who's been inspired, and Baz. Baz has been inspired to go out and have a walk, and now his work trousers fit him. Oh dear. So if that's all I've ever achieved and got a bit fitter myself, then probably my work here is done. Oh dear. If you do actually watch these videos and you're enjoying them, why not hit the thumbs up, because it does a lot for the analytics. If you get plenty of people watching the videos and reacting to the videos, then YouTube think that you're a bit of a winner, and they start recommending them to more people. So. And thank you very much to all 157 of you that now are subscribing. It's taking off, isn't it? The watch time hours are going up as well. So hopefully, at some point, the lovely people at YouTube will give me a few shekels for uploading. You never know. I don't think I'm going to take on Charlie Beach anytime soon, do you? These videos are made to be a bit of an happy place, to be honest. You're not going to get any drama on here. You're not going to see an argument. That's too short for falling out. All you're going to see is an old bald man going for a walk. Hopefully you'll find them interesting. You might see a drone crash every now and again, because they seem pretty good at that. I think we could actually get the drone up now, but to be really honest, I've been doing live stream for that long. There's not enough life in the phone to use as the controller for the thing. Never thought of that. That's another thing to buy then, a power bank, and carry around. I picked this bag up off the car seat earlier, and I thought, God, that weighs a ton. Anyway, it doesn't seem to be so bad when you get it around your neck. So we're heading to, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's have a look. Can we zoom in? No, we're pressing the wrong thing. Heading to, no, that's the wrong thing. The joys, eh? What's that? No, that's locked. Anyway, we're heading to that over there. That's had a bit of a wobble round for you. I don't know if you can see it. That's if you watch the last video, that's those beautiful beach houses over there. What we can do is stop the recording like this and then press zoom in like this, and hopefully you should be able to see those houses down there. I ain't got my real glasses on, so I can't see the screen, to be really honest. Getting older is a bit of a disability. Anyway, we'll just have to stop the video again and then put it back to normal zoom, because for some reason when they updated it, DJI decided that if you want to zoom in, you've got to stop the video first. Whether it's something to do with the camera, it maybe couldn't actually take it. But there's a couple of settings on now. There's the actual zoom that if you've got your glasses on you can do, and then there's another setting where you can just zoom in and out just by a single press to give you twice as much zoom as what you had. But so for some reason you've got to stop the camera. Have a look at them waves rolling in for all you surfer dudes or dudettes. Just remember to bring your wetsuit, because that'll be pretty cool in there. It's gorgeous today. You can sort of start to feel how it's going to be in the summertime. I'm going to come back here in the summer. I'm going to spend a day, bring the grandkids if I can during the summer holidays. Second to youngest, she starts school this year. She was a November baby like me, so she's like a year behind really. But she'll start full-time school in September. She'll be 5 in November. On my birthday. We'll be 55 years apart. 54 years apart we are. God, madness, isn't it? And the sea was crashing in. This sand's a bit soft. Anyway, you can have a look at me for a bit. Just hang on while I pull up true. These bloody trousers. There we go. We're on. There we are, I can see myself now. So I got up at 7 o'clock this morning. Mad keen to go out. Sat flicking through social media till 8:30. Eventually got out at 9 o'clock. And here we are. I was here for just after 10, to be honest. Got straight on with it. So what time is it now? Resume workout. Thanks very much. 1:38. So I've been walking about for quite some time. So it should show up. I don't know, it should be about a 4-mile walk by the time I get back up there, which feels like about 10 miles because I've been walking through the sand for most of it. But say from here onwards, it's all concrete and tarmac, so it'll be a lot easier on my feet when I come next week and start going a bit further on. So hopefully, in the end, I should walk up Skegness Pier, and that'll do for this year, because we'll be approaching Easter by that point, and that's when all the people start to come on holiday, isn't it, after then? It's nice to see people, but probably not. One thing I do think is you get into the season, people are sunbathing and stuff like that. They don't want some old bloke wandering up and down with a camera while the kids are playing in the sea. I wonder if some of this stuff is, because obviously it wasn't far away. I wonder if some of this stuff has come from that that fire on that ship that was further up. You see what I mean? This black stuff. I don't know, we're not going to touch it. Sadly a man died on there and somebody's been charged with not being very good at what he did, so I'll not comment too much on that. If you're not certain, if you're not sure what I'm on about, if you just Google it, it tells you that a petrol tanker and another ship collided just off the coast of the UK about a month ago. And then somebody died. Obviously, you're going to get... well, just read it yourself anyway. They'll tell you what happened. I'm not going to speculate because I don't know enough about it myself, because I don't watch the news, because it's brain pollution, isn't it, really? And sometimes in your life you don't need your brain polluting. Just making sure I press record then, otherwise it would be a bit of a quiet video, wouldn't it, really? I have done that, you know. I've walked down places and looked down and I forgot to press record. It's like, oh my days. What a waste of time that is. So, if you're enjoying this video, why not hang about and hit the subscribe button. It's free of charge. If you want to look at stuff like this in 4K, 60 frames per second. Let's have a look. Oof. 20 degrees warmer. Might be worth a go at that. So when we walked down here, this was all out and it was all sandbanks. So for those that watch the live stream and then watching this, you'll see the difference. If you'd ever watched me before, if you carried on walking in front of us for about another 6 miles, you'd be in Mablethorpe. You do, this is Anderby Creek, then you'd be in Huttoft, then you'd be in Sandylands, then you'd be in Sutton-on-Sea. There's another one after that and I can't think what they call it. And eventually you'd be in Mablethorpe. And if you carried on walking up there, up the beach, you'd eventually end up in Saltfleet Be. Donnonock, that's where the seals come up in the winter. No, they're not there now, they've all gone. They come up and give birth. There is a video on the channel about that. So basically we've come all the way down as far as the North Sea Observatory. So if you're interested, if you click on the videos, it'll show you all the way down. Somebody said to me the other day, why are you doing that? I said, well, my grandkids, when I'm dead and gone, they'll say stop drinking in 2024 and then walk from Mablethorpe to Skegness just to prove a point. And then uploaded it on YouTube, if YouTube's still a thing in them days. Why? Just for the hell of it. Just because you can. It's a good reason to do stuff. Look at that. Get on that in your airbed and ride them in the summer. That's what we used to do when we was kids. Somebody walking up there with the kids, so if we get anywhere near them we're going to nip off for a minute, but I think they're walking the same way as me, so we shouldn't hopefully catch up with each other. It's weird really, because you think it's cold as you're walking down here, but it's quite, it's quite a good workout, to be honest. And I got in there to order a coffee, and all of a sudden the sweat started to pour out of me. I bet they thought, oh no, there's a mentally ill man. It's, I look like I've been on drugs or something. It just pours out of my head. I didn't even realise I was warm until I stopped. You know how you do? But obviously, because when you're walking down here, the wind cools you down. I don't know if some kids are off school already, but I've seen a few about. I don't think Easter's for a couple of weeks, is it? Anyway, have a look at some seaweed. Hopefully you can see that seaweed. See what I mean? Burnt bits of wood and stuff. Apparently there's some sort of plastic bowls as well that was involved in it that have been washing up. See what I mean? Burnt bits. I may be wrong. Just seems a bit weird. Some more there, look. Hopefully you can see them. I don't know if you can. That's the only thing with this viewfinder, it's not very big. Apparently the Osmo Pocket 2 didn't have one on at all. If you're interested in the setup that I'm using, it's the Osmo Pocket 3, which is a DJI product, which is a gimbal camera. You can use it as a normal camera, as a video camera, slow-mo camera. I just usually use it as a video camera, and you can change the settings in the thing for what you record at. I actually now record at 4K 60 frames per second. So if you're watching on a 4K television, flick it over and have a look. Because sometimes on your phone it'll say 1080p until you actually go in the settings. Then it lets you go into. It'll let you set it for 4K 60 frames per second, and when you actually put like these waves rolling in, it's so clear. It works a treat, it really does. There's some kids here, aren't they? Well, unless they're under fives. Anyway, we'll not be pointing anywhere near them. It's like a weird fuel smell. When I was across the other side of the thing earlier doing a live stream, it smelled like a musky smell. But down here it's like a fuely smell, so I don't know. See if we can find a flat stone, do a bit of skimming. Probably not, you're not going to be able to see it anyway. Must be private school, the name's Harper. Maybe? Just keep pointing this way while we get past. In fact, I'll point it at me. That'll be easy. You never know, do you? There's quite a lot of debris on here, the wooden planks and logs and stuff like that. Makes you wonder where it comes from, doesn't it? I don't know if you can see me. I think the sun's over there, so we'll try that way. Oh, we face track enabled. When I first bought this, there were a few videos. I had to cut most of it out because I forget what I was doing. I was a little bit shy of talking into the camera as well, even though I've been doing it for years in my own little office on the other channel. And I tended to bring it in close, and then it'd lose, it couldn't see my face, so it was there pointing at my chest. The amount of stuff I had to cut out was unbelievable. All you have to do is that. I still don't like jabbering down in crowds, to be honest, but I'm not really bothered about walking past people with it. Like people that talk into their phones on speaker anyway, nobody's got any privacy anymore, have they? Talking into the bank while they're walking past you on speakerphone. They don't nobody gives a monkeys, do they, anymore? I get them in the cab and they're talking to their friends on Facebook Messenger, and the friends must be walking around their house with the dog barking. And to be honest, it drives me insane. You feel like saying, will you turn it off? The dog's barking, the telly's on, and the mum's swearing at them. You're like, oh my days, do I have to listen to this shit? So, oh, I'm starting to get a sweat on again. I've walked all the way back down the beach. I was going to actually go down that path over there, but I think this is a better walk, to be honest. More interesting to look at. To be really honest, the other way, if you're a walker, it's a walk, but for somebody else to look at it when they're not walking down it, there's a lot of bushes and fields. I can imagine when I stop walking, I'm going to sweat because it's starting to run down my face now. It's weird, isn't it? It feels cold when you're walking, but I can feel my upper body starting to leak. Watch out for this. Well, I'm getting ready for something to eat. So I was going to have a sandwich in that place, but it's a 45-minute wait for food, so. To be honest, I was sat there 45 minutes, I might as well have had something. Seems a bit daft, really. Forgot to face track enable then. I'm starting to leak a bit here. Let's have a wipe down. This tide's on its way in. We're enabled. That's better. It's beautiful. Lovely white, foamy waves. I'm trying to keep close to as close as I can to the waves because the sand is a lot harder and a lot easier to walk on. 2 miles walking through soft sand is an awful long way. Feels like 10 miles. But a very good cardio workout. When I came earlier on, when I started that live stream, that's the outfall there. What comes in, it's obviously the river outfall, isn't it? And that was fully exposed. You could have walked down it, even though it tells you not to, because it's covered in that green stuff and it's ever so easy to fall on. But as you can see, the tide is nearly all the way in now. It's completely covered. So that's how far it comes in, from where that red thing is there to where those people are there. That's how far the actual tide comes up when it comes in. Good thing about these beaches, there's beaches down here available for dog walkers throughout the year. Oh no, you don't. There is certain areas. I know Mablethorpe. There's half of Mablethorpe where you can walk your dog, and the other half where you can't in the season. But in the winter, it's you can walk them. End of October, I think it is, up until Good Friday. you can walk the whole length of the beach. And most people actually clean up after them as well, apart from that dirty bugger this morning. Some people, I suppose really, I mean, to be really honest, that's about the only thing that had put me off having a dog. I wouldn't fancy picking that up. You need a big scoop. So I presume now you can see those houses over there. They're them beautiful houses. But if you look back in my last video, that's where I flew over the top of. I'd like to know the price of one of them. I presume they don't come for sale very often. And if they did, they'd be very expensive. I'm only guessing, I don't know. It just seems to be that sort of place where it's very, very pretty. There's a cafe next door, there's caravan sites, there's no amusements or anything like that. It just looks a really nice place to be. Especially if you're old like me. Just coming up to the last bits now. What we'll do is just have a walk in that bit of that path in front of them houses. I'm not going to poke it through the windows or anything, but just give you the idea of how beautiful they are. And then the car's just around the corner, so then we'll get off home. And see my beautiful wife, who I haven't seen for 3 days because she's been away with my daughter. Oof. Anyway, thank you very much. Face track enabled. If you've watched this all the way through, thank you very much for watching. So if you could interact with the video, it'd be really helpful. And if you've really enjoyed spending some time with me on my beach walk, both ways today, why not hit the subscribe button? So I'm just trying to avoid getting my feet wet. We've got to this point now, I ain't got them wet, so let's try our hardest to get all the way. Catch you all soon, everybody. Bye bye.